Hi everybody, I am here in Paris sending you guys a video of what we've been up to the past couple of weeks. This is kind of a carry-on from our last video, so just so you know what we've been up to. Before I left for Paris, we were able to get out our very first newsletter, which was very well received. And it looks like we started off with 1,371 email addresses from everybody that I've met over my past life. Only 52 of those were bad emails and 41 unsubscribes, which left us about 1,262 left, which are in our email list. And 49% of those emails were read our newsletter, which is awesome because the industry average is really only 14.4%. So I have to just send a special shout out to my girl Abigail, who is my assistant. She is so helpful with making sure that we stay on track and we get things updated and providing constructive feedback. So I just really have to say, you're awesome, Abigail, and I love you. Then what else have we done? Oh, we had another awesome event at Event Ensemble. Thank you, whoever has joined us. We finalized our ad for the next issue of Green Living Magazine and Scottsdale Philharmonic. And then we attended our very first Green Chamber event the day before we left for Paris. We delivered cookies for Karen Russo's event, which was last week. And then I had a big meeting with my business coach. I owe her some things, so as soon as we get done with this video, I'm going to have to get off and get her those things. We had a meeting with Foxy Women in Wine. Heather Visca, you were awesome. I met 5 new people at your event and got a couple of referrals, so that's great. From our ad in August in Green Living, we had 4 calls from the ad, and then I've had 5 referrals from previous business that we've done. So things are picking up. Things are awesome. Who said the summer was slow? Then the next day I packed and we left for Europe. Met with many of my great friends. Started off with landing in Milan and then driving with Michele to Budapest and seeing my friends, the Auroras. We went out for a great dinner in a forest that has traditional Hungarian dancing. You eat wild boar and venison and beef and stuff. So it was a very nice night. But I do have to tell you that Gurpreet, I really love your Indian food. I live for that. Anyways, after we left the Auroras, we went over to Austria and we visited my goddaughters, Dominique and Denise, and my awesome friend Momo. I love to see them all the time. And I was actually a bit useful to Dominique as I was able to help her prepare some meals as she just had a baby, and he is so darling. He's so very cute. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got to play with the little dude. He's darling. We got him some cute little sunglasses too. Then we started our drive on to Paris. We spent the night in Nuremberg. I will tell you that in Europe there are lots of checking of cars. So yeah, they have the Schengen region, which is the open borders for once you enter into Europe, then you end up being perfectly fine to travel wherever in any of the EU countries. However, now they have a lot of surprise checking and some border checking. So they are doing some additional searches in the cars, and they're kind of random spots, so it's not just necessarily at the border. They set up in random spots throughout the country as well. In Paris, when we got in Paris on Saturday afternoon. When we arrived last year, there was a lot of police presence. This year, so much there's been some police presence, only it is fortified a bit. So when you saw before last year, there was a couple of police officers hanging out together and kind of like passively walking around with their guns. Now they are very armed, and there are 4 of them, and they have full on-body Kevlar. So they're definitely around to help make sure that everybody's protected, and God bless them. Love them tons, and I appreciate all of the work that they do. In fact, I was telling Michele earlier, I would love to just go and hug them, but you know, in France, hugging is not necessarily something that's seen as an appreciation. It's more of an intrusion into your space. So not only do I not want to be taken down by the police, I really don't want to intrude their space either. Oh, let's see. So I'll definitely refrain from the hugging. Anyways, we went to Bastille Market yesterday, so hopefully some of you guys saw all of the great things we got yesterday. Last night we had an awesome pasta dinner. Tonight we're going to have fish. And then some of the figs that I got picked up yesterday, we made some little glazed fig steaks with them. I can't wait to have them tomorrow on my baguette, and then as well in my on my steak tomorrow night with some blue cheese. I think they'll be great. Oh, let's see, what else? Oh, after tomorrow the Maubert Market's open, we'll do some shopping there. Probably that's where we'll get our steak from the charcuterie guy and the butcherie guy. And then we will probably go and check out some of, if you remember from my last note, Ingrid had given us a book on some additional markets here in Paris, or all the markets in Paris. So we're going to probably do some investigation on things that might be close that we haven't seen before. Hoping that that'll be super awesome, and we will report back on that. And then I'm going to see my friend Jane over at La Cuisine Paris for a class on Wednesday, and then we have a millefeuille class on Thursday, and going to take a wine and cheese class on Saturday. Can't wait for that. Later this week we're probably going to go to Reims to do some champagne tasting, and I have a toast for a couple of my friends that I have to give out to them, so for a couple of events that they're doing and one that I'm sponsoring. So we'll probably go there, enjoy ourselves and drinking some champagne, and just really just have an awesome day. Yesterday was really rainy and kind of windy. Today was a beautiful day. We just walked a ton. I think we got our, so don't worry, Britt and Jody, I am getting my steps in, did my workout yesterday, feeling great. So I won't be at least hopefully I'll be at the same level when I get back than I was when I left. Let's see. Well, I think that's about it. I need to get back to my email and get my business coach the things that she wants, and then I think McKelly would like to eat some dinner. So anyways, thanks you guys. Talk to you later. I'll try to get you updates every week while we're here. Talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.